Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on when you're listening to this video. This is a special edition of the Weiss Entertainment Network, 613 on your dial. Today we are going to learn Chumash. The expectation of this video is that everybody should have a Chumash open to Perek Vav Pasuk Bet, which is the beginning of Parshat Va'era. So please look inside. I'm going to discuss the first few Pasukim with you, and then there will be questions that you will have to answer following the video. So please pay attention very closely. The end of Parshas Va'era talks about so we saw in Perek that after Moshe and Aaron came to Paro, what had happened was that not only did Paro not acquiesce, not only did Paro not agree to what Moshe and Aaron said to let Bnei Israel, but he made it worse. He told them that they no longer will provide the straw. They have to make the same amount of bricks, and they have to collect the straw, and it was really a terrible thing. So at the end of the parsha, so Moshe goes back to Hashem and says to Hashem, "Why did you send me? Like from the time that you sent me, it not only did I not take them out, but it got worse than that." So Hashem tells him that there's going to be two yad chazakas. There's going to be two strong hands. Number one, Hashem is going to bring his strong hand, which is symbolic of the Mako, which we're going to learn about in this parsha. And the second thing that Hashem is going to, and then Paro is going to use his strong hand to chase you out of the land. Now, one of the things that's challenging here is that Moshe complained to Hashem, and so we're gonna have to talk about this. So the parsha begins with Hashem's response to Moshe: "Why did you send me to Mitzrayim?" So the pasuk says, "Vayidaber Elokim el Moshe, vayomer elav ani Hashem." Look at pasuk base. So in pasuk base it says Elokim spoke to Moshe, and he said, "Ani Hashem." So in this pasuk there are two names of Hashem. So we have to try to understand why the Torah uses two names of Hashem. So number one, I might have mentioned this in the past. Elokim always means Hashem is in judgment. Anytime the Torah uses it, the term Elokim means Hashem is judging something that needs to happen, something that needs to be. So Elokim represents judgment. Who's being judged? So Rashi says, if you look at the first Rashi on the parsha, Vayidaber Elokim el Moshe, Diber ito mishpat. Hashem spoke to Moshe with words of judgment, of response, of there's an English word called rebuke, where he was telling him that you didn't, what you did wasn't right. Al shehiksha ledaber v'loma. Lama hareoso lama zeh, because you spoke harshly to me and you said, why did you cause bad things to these people? So Hashem was judging Moshe here. So that was the first thing. Then he says, "Vayomer elav ani Hashem." So what does ani Hashem mean? So the simple meaning of ani Hashem is I am Hashem. But Rashi tells us, and this is very important, because any time in Chumash the term ani Hashem appears, this is what it means. Rashi says, and it's the very next Rashi, Vayomer elav ani Hashem, says Rashi, Ne'eman, Hashem is Ne'eman. The word Ne'eman means loyal. Hashem is loyal. L'shalem sachar tov, to give a good reward, la mishalchim lefanai, to those that follow in his ways. So in other words, when Ani Hashem, anytime the Torah uses the term Ani Hashem, what the Torah is really saying is, Hashem, there are consequences. If we follow in Hashem's ways, he's going to give us schar tov. He's going to give us a great reward. And chas v'shalom, we commit averos, then there's also going to be a consequence. So that's the corollary of that. The ones who follow in Hashem's ways are going to get reward, but the ones who don't follow in Hashem's ways are going to be punished. So Vayidaber Elokim. Now to put this into the pasuk. So again, Vayidaber Elokim, Hashem, who's judging Moshe, because Moshe said, why did you do bad things to the Jewish people? Vayomer elav ani Hashem. And Hashem said, I am Hashem. What does that mean? Meaning, don't worry, Moshe. I am loyal to reward those that follow in my way. And on the opposite end, those that don't follow in my way will be punished. Now, Va'era. So that's the name of the parsha. And Hashem said, I appeared El Avraham, El Yitzchak, El Yaakov, El Shaddai. When I appeared, to Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, the term that I used was El Shaddai, which means Almighty. El Shaddai. Now the name Shin Daled Yud is on a mezuzah. You see that on a mezuzah. Every mezuzah has a shin on it. That comes from the name Shin Daled Yud that we refer to Hashem. It's actually an abbreviation for Shomer Dalsos Yisrael. Hashem is the guardian of the doorways of the Jewish people. And that's why it appears on a mezuzah. Inside the mezuzah is the parshas of Shema, the first two parshas of Shema, where both parshas ends with Ksav Tamam Mezuzos Beisecho Visharecha. So and talks about the mitzvah of mezuzah. So both of those parshas appear in Shema. But a shin is always, every mezuzah has a shin on it, and the outside of the cloth has Shin Daled Yud, which stands that Hashem is the protector of the doorways of the Jewish people. So if you have a mezuzah, you can be confident that Hashem will protect us. So now, but here's what's interesting. Ushmi Hashem. But the true name of Hashem, which is Yud, Hey, Vav, and Hey, what's called Yud K Vav K, Lo Nodati Lem. I did not make known to them. So what does this pasuk mean? What the pasuk means? Rashi says, Hivtachti haftachos. I made many promises to them. Uvakulam amarti lam ani El Shaddai. I am El Shaddai. Ushmi Hashem. Lo nodati lahem. Lo hodati. Lo nodati. Lo nikarti lahem b'mida amitis sheli. I was not recognized by them in my aspect of truth. Shaleh nikra shmi Hashem. In other words, to make it simple, what the pasuk is saying is that the way Hashem appeared to Moshe was on a higher level than how he appeared to the Avot. Appearing to him using the name Ani Hashem, Yud K Vav K, was a much higher level than the Avos. So Hashem said to Moshe, the Avos who I made promises to, and I only appeared to them on a lower level than the way I appeared to you. It's a hard concept to understand, but it means Hashem appears to people different ways. So Moshe was the highest. But we say, Lo, you said this morning in Yigdal, Lo Kam Navi Obi Yisrael Kamoshe. There's no one else like Moshe, because Hashem never appeared to anyone like he appeared to Moshe. But what Hashem is saying to Moshe is that the Avos, where I made promises, so they never questioned me, but and I didn't even appear to them at such a high level. You, who I appeared to on a much higher level, you questioned me. So again, to understand the pasuk, El Shaddai means a lower level than Ushmi Hashem. So that's what it means. So again, to repeat about Vayirel Avraham El Yitzchak El Yaakov El Shaddai, I appeared to Avraham, to Yitzchak, to Yaakov with the name El Shaddai, which is a lower level than Ushmi Hashem. But the true name, my true name, Lo Nodati them, I did not make known to them. Unlike the way I appeared to you, Moshe, which is on a higher level, they didn't question me, and you did. Pasuk Dal. V'gam hakimosi es brisi itam laseis lahem es eretz Canaan. Not only that, I am going to keep my promise with them to give them Eretz Canaan. It's Eretz Megurehem Asher Garuva, the land which they lived in. Gam Kishin Reisilim El Shaddai. Rashi says, he says, and furthermore, when I appeared to them in El Shaddai, Hitzavdi v'hemati brisi beini uvenem. I instituted and established my promise between myself and them. What was the promise? To give them Eretz Canaan, the land which they lived in. V'gam ani shamati es nakas b'nei Yisrael. And also, I heard the cries of Bnei Israel, Hashem Mitzrayim Mavidim Osam, that the Mitzrim had made them slaves by his chorus brisi. And I remember my promise to them, which is, I'm going to give them Eretz Canaan, and I'm going to take them out of Yitzias Mitzrayim. To summarize the points here, Hashem is judging Moshe, and Hashem says that he's Ani Hashem, meaning you asked the question, why did you do bad to Bnei Israel? So Hashem says, don't worry, I am loyal to reward those that follow in my way and punish those that don't. Number two, Hashem says that the way I appeared to the Avos was not the same way as I appeared to you. The Avos was a much lower level, and you I appeared to on the highest level, and yet you questioned me. Number three, he said he's gonna keep his promise that he made to the Avos to give Eretz Canaan, to give to the land, to the people. And number 4, it says he promised. He heard the screams of Bnei Israel that the Mitzvah are forcing them to work, and he remembers his promise, and all of this is going to take place. Okay, so that's the Chumash lesson that I wanted you to have for today. Please, there will be follow-up questions that I'm expecting you to answer. Okay, take care, everyone. I hope you have a good day, and please be cooperative with whoever is with you.